All right, hello and welcome to the Twin Flames Between Worlds podcast. My name is Tabitha, and
I'm Liesl.
hi. We're just two best friends trying to make a podcast together. We decided to make this trailer because most of you, or maybe people who are listening, won't know what the series is. But if you see our design logo, it's how do I explain it? The three symbols of Sarah J. Maas's, an author that I made Liesl start reading a little while, actually a year ago now. I actually checked. It was exactly almost a year ago when we started this.
And I'm still only a third of the way.
Yeah, like not even close to, getting there, but we're making it. Um So they're Sarah J. Maas's books, Court of Thorns and Roses, Throne of Glass, and Crescent City. And if this gets off the ground and if people like this, we can go into other book series and because I have plenty to share with Liesl. Um I am just to introduce myself, my name's Tabitha Walters. I am a book fanatic. I love fantasy. I love falling into a different world because sometimes this world can seem so shitty. uh, so
Understatement.
yeah, total understatement. I'm the extrovert of us, so I will be leading these talks. Let me see here. I just graduated from Earlham College with a theater arts and um what's my other major? Politics, yes. Uh, a very interesting combo, theater arts, politics double major with a music minor. And I got into Sarah's books when it was my freshman year. I think it was coming into my freshman year of college, and I didn't really know who to talk to, and I was very lonely. And I remember going, did I tell you this story?
I think so.
Okay, because I feel like I have.
Probably.
um, It so this random woman came up to me at a Barnes and Noble that was by my town, and she was like, "So, do you like fantasy?" And I unfortunately said yes. And she led me over to the fantasy section and Sarah's books, and she said, "Welcome here, and I'm going to show you this." And I fell in, and I have never returned.
A whole new world.
It, yes, basically that, and I haven't found the person in that duet yet, but I am still sitting here. Um, so yeah, and you'll get to know stuff about us more when we go through the rest of this. But yeah, basically, currently I'm working as a brand analyst at Site Enhancement Services. I love the people I work with. It's a little bit boring compared to like music or acting. I do code all day. Um, so yeah, but I'm an inspiring actress and musician. I will leave the floor to Liesl to introduce herself.
Well, you might not want to say that your work is boring.
I, they're not gonna listen to this.
Well, your manager might.
Well, I love her. She will definitely listen to this. I love my manager. She's amazing. I love the people I work with. She would even agree though that my stuff is not super interesting, but with my OCD brain, doing something the same over and over again, even though, it varies on what it does, like I actually love that.
You're good at it. You're good at being OCD.
Yeah, that too.
All right. Introducing myself. My name is Liesl, Lee and Lily, and I am silently being judged by my brother at the moment. Um, and um, I am going, as of right now, I am going to be a senior in college, and I am going for music and specifically conducting and vocal performance. Music is my main focus that's my main escape from the world because, as Tabby said, it is pretty shitty out here. Um, but that is kind of why like music and books like that's the great escape right there. Um, my story for starting Sarah J. Maas books wasn't as exciting, but it was basically I was persuaded by Miss Tabitha Walters to start reading a book
Heavily.
heavily, and because I she made a lot of references about it, and I didn't get those
Mhm.
references, and I got annoyed that I didn't get the references. So I finally decided to start reading, and I am really glad that I did. Um, and it has made for quite the amusement. And now I can be the one to make references and finally have someone understand that. Um,
It it's
I,
so fun.
it's a fun time. Um, I am the introvert of the group. I'm of the pair. I'm the introvert
It,
of the pair. Um, I, even though I'm the introvert though, I also have ADHD, which means I ramble a lot. So that will be fun. That will lead to some interesting conversations in this podcast.
OCD and ADHD for the win.
Introvert, extrovert, rambling on both ends.
It makes us work so well together though. Like that's not ever been an issue.
True, true. I've introduced her to some things and she's introduced me to others and we've just clicked like all of a sudden.
Right. And so basically, yeah, I kind of didn't really go into the further. I wanted us to introduce ourselves a little bit first, but yeah, so we're going to
Was there
be.
anything else that I needed to say? I'm
Was there?
unemployed.
You're a student. You're a student at college.
I'm a student and I'm unemployed and broke, but hey, that doesn't matter in the world of Sarah J. Maas.
And that's no. Well, money sort of
Well,
matters at
okay.
moments.
Maybe to buy the books, yeah.
Yeah, but it's mostly about love and family and all the nice stuff.
And sex.
And sex. Also, yeah, disclaimer, we're going to be this is going to be explicit. Like we're not going to be I mean, obviously there is romance in these books. They're very fantasy like, very heavy romance as soon as you get further into the series. Um, so not for all listeners. Definitely explicit warnings on most of our content.
Listen at
um,
your own risk.
yes, listen at your own risk. And we're going to be going through her books, and how basically we're going to do that is we're going to we're going to have you read along with us. It'll be um, so we're gonna split up the books. We have them split up into in a certain order, and uh, we'll have the first episode be A Court of Thorns and Roses. That's the series we're gonna start on. I think that's the best way to start the series personally,
And so
because
does Sarah.
yeah, and Sarah J. Maas has obviously I've listened to many interviews about this. She has talked about how this is like the way to read her books because they're all kind of like her massive multiverse thing. And so I love sharing with people it this way. Other people might not like reading it this way, but I mean, this will be what I recommend. Um, and so far, we'll cut it up into spoiler and non-spoilery episodes. So we'll have a chunk set out. So our like, for example, our first episode will be chapters 1 to 5. So for the people that are reading along with us, uh, we'll talk about nothing. We will just talk about the content that's in the chapters. Um, and then the next episode will be for some of our audience who have already read Sarah J. Maas's books and just kind of want to reread. And we'll have some other fun episodes to kind of get to know us along the way. Some other special stuff if you want to listen, or if you have any specific questions or Q&A things, we'd love to hear from everybody. I'll have the Gmail down in the description to send us questions if you'd like, or to just make a comment on the video. We'd love to hear feedback.
And also, if you send us questions, we probably will have episodes later on answering those questions or reading comments and feedback, that kind of stuff. We also plan to later on in the seasons have episodes where we bring in guests who will bring in different point of views. And we will also talk about, well, get different people's point of views in terms of like criticism on the books and just basically what other people think. So it's not just two girls who are very into the series. Just, I mean, that's kind of what most of it is going to be, just us rambling about how much we love the series and our theories. But we also would like to include other things that more people would be interested in watching or listening.
Right, because I've listened to a lot of Sarah J. Maas criticism, and I'd love to kind of speak to that, as well as because I think bridging perspectives is a good thing, because some people don't like cheesy romantic, like, honestly, I don't think it's cheesy romance. I think it's fun romance. Fun what have I called it? Tasteful smut. Yeah, that's what I've called it. So yeah, so as we're going to be going through those criticisms, and we actually want to bring in a dude for a dude perspective. We have a mutual friend who is a male, uh who would love to read the books along with us and kind of give a different perspective, maybe than just a female's or female presenting point of view.
This male also has a very critical point of view. He thinks things through a lot. So it'll be, I mean, not saying that we don't, but it'll definitely be different thinking through of the books than the way that we do it. So that'll be hopefully fun for everyone.
Yeah, because we get that some people might not I don't want to say enjoy, because obviously, as you're, if you're listening to this, you're enjoying the series, or enjoy that kind of, but I love hearing people's perspectives and then hearing them and being like, that's not how I took it at all. Like, I think that's the good thing about art, is even though if somebody takes it in a certain way, I can laugh about it, but then be like, yeah, but that's still not how I saw it. Um, but yeah, anyway, so we'll have fun episodes going along. We'll probably make like an episode list for everybody uh to see how this goes. We're obviously doing this for fun. Me and Liesl are really good friends. The title of the podcast, the reason we're doing this is because we are twin flames. I don't know, want to know if Liesl wants to explain what twin flames are, but you can maybe start that.
I don't think that my description will do it justice because twin flames is more than just words. But
Mm-hmm.
twin flames is basically like, if you think about what soulmates are, like kind of a person that you're meant to find, no matter what. That's basically what a twin flame is, except twin flame can be anything. Like it doesn't have to be romantic. Um, so in our case, twin flames, we have only known at this point we've only known each other for roughly 3 years.
God, it's
And
been 3 years.
I know. um, it's been roughly 3 years since we have become friends, but we basically like became best friends like within a couple months, and that was just because like all of a sudden we just clicked. We started hanging out and then it felt like we knew each other for many more years than just that. And
Mhm.
and so basically it's that connection that it's, at least to me, it feels very rare to find because I've never had it with anyone other than my twin flame, Tabby. And it's a very special bond, and it kind of, I don't know, like that. We'll probably cut this out, but the cliche of like how twins can communicate telepathically. Like that's kind of like the feel because we often are thinking the same thing or on the same wavelength or possibly sharing the
Mhm.
same singular brain cell that we have.
100%. I I agree. I don't think that's something I don't think that's something cringy. I think that it's way too real to make up. And also, I think when I think of like our twin flame bond, I think of it as, what did I say? Well, I said it more, I feel like vulgarly than you did. I said, "Oh, we're just soulmates without the sex."
I mean, in a
Like
way, technically, because like that love is still there. Like we deeply love each other
yeah.
on like a spiritual level, and I think
Mhm.
as Tabby has said, not here, but like has told me before, we believe that it was fate for us to meet,
Yeah.
and um, like even if we didn't meet in college, we would have met somewhere else in our lives and still had this bond, still had this connection. Um, and so that's kind of what we believe twin flames are, or at least for me, is like that twin relationship. And then, like, also, if we're just talking about like literal definitions of the words, literally the flame is there. Like, literally, we will fire each other up and will not come down for hours. We will talk for hours and
100
still be same energy, same like excitedness. So I believe we are the literal definition of twin flames, which is always fun.
And I think that's why, like I told you even before, I wouldn't have wanted to do this with anybody else. Like I've always wanted to do a podcast with somebody, and I just feel like, because I Liesl said it so eloquently, but I think what I think of twin, is very like a sisterly bond in terms of me being able to share stuff with her that I probably couldn't share with anybody else. Like our embarrassment of each other's like thoughts and emotions and that ship sailed long ago. Um and so um so we basically met through just a little bit of our backstory. We met through college, obviously. She's a college friend. I used to run an a cappella group because we're both into music and we're both singers. And we met through a cappella, and then we started, she says she was stalking me, but she was not. She was just shadowing me around, almost like a little sister in like a candy store or something, following me
Isn't
around.
that
I didn't
stalking
mind
though?
because okay, as long as you didn't follow me to my dorm room, like I think we're okay.
Okay, no, I didn't do that.
Did you? Okay, okay, you didn't. Okay, good. Wonder if that
No.
came out now. Um, and so um she was like following me around, and then we started talking, and then she wonderfully, not only did I get her into Sarah J Maas, she got me into BTS. um Boy Korean K-pop. If you don't know, I don't know where you've been. If you don't know who they are by name, I don't know where you've been.
They've been chilling with the whalian in the ocean. If you're
I
army,
know.
you'll get that.
Yeah, and I'm very proud of myself that now I get that. Um And so I think what I wanted to do with this podcast, because I know that there's a bunch of other Sarah J. Maas podcasts out there where they talk about the books. I just think our bond is so special, and I think our personalities match so well together that it hopefully comes across as entertaining. I think we're pretty entertaining people when we talk. So
I mean, if not, like at least we're entertaining ourselves.
yeah, we're doing this for ourselves, but also to because I'm a performer, Liesl. I'm an actress. I like making people smile, and I like people having emotions when I'm like talking and such. So it I want this to at least get across to some people in turn, maybe follow this book or whatever, because I think Sarah's just an amazing writer. But um so yeah, that's uh is there anything else you want to share with the people before we um quit to go start our first episode?
I mean, we already gave warnings at the beginning. We definitely curse quite a
Mm.
bit. We try not to, well, actually, I guess we don't try. We don't try to curse, but we also don't try not to. So just reiterating that because it does slip out a lot, especially as we get into some of the scenes later on.
Spicier
Um,
scenes.
but it should just be a fun time, and hope you laugh as much as we do.
Oh, really, I do. And I hope that uh, you start, because I think I don't want to be too cliche at the beginning here, but these books, I feel like everybody says this, but these books changed my life a lot when I got them and read them because they were just, female empowerment and confidence boosters and just knowing that love is out there for you for us single Pringles.
And it's
Um,
very, very obvious that what the effect Sarah has had on you because legit, you exude confidence most of the time, and you get super happy when talking about these books, and
mhm,
that like confidence boost that you got from her, from Sarah,
mhm.
like then you ended up passing it on to me, and introvert
Which,
over here suddenly has a lot of energy when talking about these books. So hopefully it works the same for all of our listeners. And uh, let's just like have fun. Like she's like all planning and I'm go with the flow, but that seems to work out. So hopefully you laugh at least once. We
yeah,
need more
I'll be
laughter.
playing. Yes, we need more laughter. We will definitely go with the flow, and I hope you all enjoy this podcast. We'll see you in the next video.
Here's a song that I have to know. Come on and sing it, honey. I can't go on without your chorus line. And open up and slay this heart of mine. Come on, it's time to go. We've been dancing around this thing and stepping on your toes till the church bells ring, and try to catch a note as the mass choir sings. And it's a hymn you don't seem to know.